Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for being here and keep studying with me. We will continue today with our A2 German grammar. Feel free to always go back, check out my A1 full course or other topics that might help you. We have a new topic today, finally, so let's check it out. I know it doesn't look too promising, but it's really important. It is the prepositions that have dative and accusative. Let me explain it a little bit. As you know, if you have studied before, watched my videos, but also finished A1, prepositions will declare if something needs dative or accusative. For example, you learn in the beginning sentence like, das ist die Brille von ihm. Those are the glasses from him. And you will see, ja, von needs dative, got it. Or for example, ich fahre mit dem Fahrrad. I drive by bike. Mit dem, ja, dative, okay, got it. And so on. So step by step, you have learned many verbs and prepositions that require dative or accusative. If you have made it so far, good job. But now we have some prepositions that can be dative or accusative. So we have, for example, an. How can we know if it's dative or accusative, if it can take both? The answer to that is the question. As you know, an means at or on, has many meanings. When we say something is somewhere, already doing something, no matter what, just existing is enough, so to speak, then we use dative. An der Wand. You can remember wo means where, and it literally means something or somebody is somewhere existing. No movement, it's static. So, an der Wand ist ein Foto. For example, on the wall is a picture. But if you ask wohin, wohin immediately should ring like 1,000 bells that it is a direction. You can check out my other videos. They are in my A1 playlist. Wohin means towards where, hin. This is definitely a movement. Therefore, we need accusative. If you can embrace this information, it will be so much easier for you to make those statements. So, an die Wand also means on the wall. For example, das Bild an der Wand ist schön. An der Wand, on the wall. There is no movement, nothing. The picture is already there, not doing anything but be pretty. So this is dativ. But the second sentence, hängt das Bild an die Wand. He hangs the picture on the wall. Here we have a movement. The picture went from not being on the wall to be on the wall. Therefore, we have accusative. This is actually it. The third question that will help us to see if it's dative or accusative is a little bit easier. It is wann, when. So when is, of course, date and time or season related. Am Samstag, on Saturday. Am Samstag treffen wir uns. We will meet on Saturday. I will take the red color here so you don't think it's only dative, but you have to remember an is a preposition that has both options. Next one is auf. Auf can also mean on, but it's more of a surface thing where an mostly means on or at. So again, same concept. Wo, dativ, auf dem Tisch. Here we have a table and we want to say, for example, die Maus ist auf dem Tisch. Makes sense, right? The mouse is on the table. Static, no movement. But if we want to say that something is being put on the table, we have to say different. Stellt den Ball auf den Tisch. So this is Akkusativ. And the reason for it is because the ball wasn't there before and he's getting put there. Next one is in. In, of course, means in, but if we have Akkusativ, it can also mean into, because we have the movement. For example, wo, Dativ, in der Küche, in the kitchen, or in dem Haus, in the house. Die Mutter ist im Haus. Again, Dativ. Der Junge geht in das Haus. Akkusativ. Just because we have the movement to go into something. Wohin? Towards where? Into the kitchen, into the house, in die Küche, or in das Haus. In can also be a when statement, of course, im Winter, im Sommer. So for seasons, it's also a possibility. Next one is hinter, behind. Again, wo, hinter dem Hotel, behind the hotel. Wohin? Hinter das Hotel. This is a little, not complicated actually. So let's pretend this is a hotel. This is the street behind it. And there is maybe a taxi station. And we are here. And someone asks, wo ist der Taxistand? Where is the taxi station, for example? Now we have two options. We can say, the stop, the stand, ist hinter dem Hotel. It is behind the hotel, hinter dem, making it a Dativ. But maybe the other person wants to give you more of a detail. Maybe he wants to say, or she, Sie müssen hinter das Hotel gehen. You must walk behind the hotel to find the taxi stand. And now we have the movement again. So I repeat, it can mean back is in the back of the hotel, or you have to walk back, or it is behind. You have to walk behind the hotel and stuff like this. Next one, for, in front. So for example, we are here in the back and we want to know where is the little mailbox of the hotel. Briefkasten. Now I think you know already how to say it. We can say either vor dem Hotel, in front of the hotel, or if you say wohin, where to go or where to walk or where to drive, the movement is important. We have to say vor den. And we also have a time relation here with wann, because for can also mean prior or before. In this case, it's Dativ again, vor einer Woche, vor einem Jahr, vor einem Monat, and all this. So, for, prior, it can mean, or before. Next one is über, above. If we say wo, again Dativ, über dem Tisch. Above the table is a picture. Über dem Tisch ist ein Bild. But we have the movement of our mouse walking over the table. Die Maus läuft über den Tisch. So it can mean over and above or up. Next one, unter. Die Maus ist unter dem Tisch, is under the table. Wo ist die Maus? Die Maus ist unter dem Tisch. If a mouse is coming, like running under the table for some reason, we have to say, eine Maus or die Maus rennt unter den Tisch. She was here before and then she changed her position to under the table. Neben means next to. Now we can say, diese Maus sitzt neben dem Stuhl. For example, this mouse sits next to the chair. But if you want to say, I don't know, you're moving and you want to ask, where do I put this thing here, the package or the box, whatever, and the other person says, stelle das Paket bitte neben den Stuhl. Please put the box, the package, next to the chair. Then we have it here. So someone, again, the famous hand, someone put something where it wasn't before. Therefore, we have, I know it's not this typical running, but it is a change of location. Therefore, we need Akkusativ. And the last one is zwischen, between. Let me just complete our table. Down or under for unter. Neben is next to. Right. And then we have the last one, zwischen, between. Die Maus versteckt sich zwischen dem Stuhl und dem Tisch. The mouse is hiding between the chair and the table. Dativ, really obvious. Mir and dir, between you and me. And if we want to change the statement to make it a movement, we just have to cut out the verb because we need something that is not static, that's a movement. Die Maus rennt, runs, zwischen den Stuhl und den Tisch. Now it's Akkusativ because the mouse ran between the table and the chair. Zwischen, between, also has a time relation if you want, between Monday and the weekend, for example. Zwischen Montag und dem Wochenende. So it's Dativ. And as you can see, the days don't have an article if you say it in a sentence like this. But when you say weekend, it's super clear, dem Wochenende. This is Dativ again. I know this is not the easiest. Don't get confused. Don't get panicky. There are some other rules and some other combinations that will apply step by step. But if you practice it like this and really get it into your mind, into your language comprehension, that wo is Dativ, wohin is Akkusativ, and wann is Dativ. If you can just remember this for now, then it's a big success anyway. And of course, you need to remember what prepositions have this kind of change as an option. We call them, by the way, Wechselpräpositionen, prepositions that can change. For example, the preposition zu is Dativ. It's not one of those. So step by step, you will see what works and what doesn't. Sometimes we have connections between the preposition and the article. It's easier on the tongue. I'm sure you already use it without thinking about it too much. For example, an dem, Dativ, becomes am. An das, ans. In dem, im. In das, ins. Auf das, aufs. For das, fors. Just to make a super easy exercise for the end, we have one exercise with wohin. You already have to know, yeah, okay, wohin is definitely Akkusativ and wo is Dativ. Try to fill in the blanks. Gehst du in die Schule? Do you go to school? Gehst du in die Firma? Do you go to the company? Gehst du in den Dom? Do you go to the dome or into the dome? Ist in der Werkstatt? Is he in the Werkstatt, craft room, if you want, working station, yeah, something like this. Ist sie in der Universität? Is she in the university? Ist in der Küche? Is he in the kitchen? Now we had like 3 times der because it's all female, but you got the meaning. This is it for today. Don't feel intimidated. You can be happy that you are so far that it's getting a little more trickier. So don't give up. Thank you so much for your support. You can follow me on Instagram, but also on Facebook. I do language meetings there. Don't forget to watch my other videos. It's all chronologically. If you want to really learn the language step by step, I really recommend you to watch my A1, my stories about Karim, Ruby, my vocabulary. It's all there. You just have to watch it and to interact with it. I will see you next week. Bye.